Hey guys, welcome to Simple Analytics. And as discussed today, we will discuss a very interesting scenario on Power BI, and mostly we'll do this in Power Query only. That's a more challenging and more interesting. It will make it. So let's understand the data. Let me get into this Excel file. And in this Excel file, if you see, there are three column, very simple table. Okay. So there is a date, there is a product, and there is a units. So it means that I'm just maintaining an inventory of my product on a daily basis. So how much I'm selling the laptop on a daily basis. So it is started from 1st January 2022 till data till 14 January. Let's see. And I am having a laptop product. So it is just selling it. So my requirement now is that I just want to compare the daily sales or compare the daily sales. So it means suppose I'm on the 3rd of January, I need to check for the 2nd of January sale how much did I sell it. If I'm selling more than that, I'm on a profit. If I'm not selling equals to that, I'm not in a loss, rather in a profit. If I'm selling less previous compared to the previous day, then it will be a loss for me. So in this case, if I'm on the current row on the 3rd January, I just want to pick the previous row data. Or if I am the 2nd of January, I just want to pick the previous row data. So something like that, that requirement we need to achieve through Power Query. Alright, so let's first load this data into the Power BI that I already loaded. So let's go to the Power BI, and the same data I got loaded up here. Okay, now I don't want any change type, just remove the change type here. Okay, so here sorry, the change type is required because it is doing the date. It's fine. Now the thing is here, first of all we need to understand this date call. So intentionally on the Excel file, right, the dates are on ascending order of this date. Like it started at January 1st till 14th of January. No doubt, no problem on that. But let's suppose in a future requirement, somebody updated the Excel file after 14. He kept it accidentally because Excel file is a manual entry, right? So he's put it 16 January 1st, then next row he put it 15th of January. Then my thing will be start problem because when I am at the 15th of January, I need to check the previous row which is on the 14th January, right? Or if I am the 16th January, I should consider the previous row for the 14th January, something like that. So in this case, I need to explicitly put something on the Power Query that whatever the order of the data in the Excel doesn't matter. I will put my data on ascending order. So first transformation we'll do here is that sort ascending. That is very important. Okay. Okay. Now if the sorted row is done. Now how to get the each and every row, or if I am on a second row, I need to consider the first row or something like that. If you see this liner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14, it is showing, but it is not, we can't use this index or this number into any kind of calculation in Power BI. This is just to display it, just like in Excel sheet, just to display the values only. Okay, so but here we will see how to create an index column, then based on that how to reference it. So first of all, go to the add column here. Okay, and there is a column called index column, which is nothing but a to create the ID kind of things. Now I'll start from 0. We can change it from 1 also, but remember, in Power Query the index always start from 0. Okay, from 0. All right, so now the index column got created here, like 0, 1, 2, 3, everything. Now this column we can refer. Okay, don't get confused, this is 1 and this is 0. It's fine because I index is starting at 0, but this is the first row of my data. Okay, now how to refer it? Suppose I am on the index as 1, I need to refer to 0. And if I am a 2, I need to refer to 1. Something like that we need to do. So for that, let me create a custom column. Okay, custom column, and let me give a name called previous something like that. Okay. Now, so to fetch the syntax, how to like fetch the previous row, we need to give three parameters. Okay, let me just type it first, then I will put it. First, it could be the syntax would be the table name, then your row number, okay, which is on a list. Okay, in Power BI, if you want to put in a list, right, it should be bracket into the curly braces into the curly braces, row number, then your column name which you want to refer. So this is the three syntax we need to put it: table name, the row number, and the column number. Okay, all right, let's see. So the first parameter, as I told, it would be a table name. Table name. So table name is something is called my the previous, because I am on if you see this applied step, right, the last step is called added index, right? So added index, this is my table. So the previous table is, so I need to refer to the added index table here. So if there is some space on the steps, right, to refer in the Power BI, you need to put a hash, then double quote, then added index. This is my table. Okay. Now, then you need to put your curly braces first, because I want to refer to the index. So let's just test it out. Let me put index as 2. Okay. Here as 3. Let's take 3. Okay. This is the 3. Then a space. Then the column name. Which is my column name? My units. Right. That's one we want to do it. What is the error here? Okay, so there will be no space between the hash and this one. Okay, all right. So now if you see this one, we are giving a index called 3. So 3 is nothing but your 170. So across all the rows, it is representing, or it is giving you the 170 here, right? So but what I need, if I am on the first index, it should give me the 0, 2 if it will be 1, 3 equals to 2, something like that. So let me customize this. So from where we are getting this value, this 3 is something like my index, right? So index, and if I am on a first row, then it should sorry, first, then I index should be 0. So it will be always, it will be -1. Okay, okay, all right. So if you see this now, apart from the first row, because the first row don't have the previous row, it is giving error here. And whereas if you see the first value, first one, it is showing the 150. Here in case this is one, this is 150. So each by row, it is giving me the previous row value. All right, but there is a problem. What is the problem is that on the first row, since there is no previous row, it is giving me error. So how to rectify this? So I will tell you a very interesting thing in Power Query. Be uh, be attentive to this, that how to write a if else statement in Power BI. Okay, if this is, give this, else give something. So let me again edit the custom column, and how to write the if else. There is no if else here. We need to say try, try, with a small. Okay, try this. Okay, try this. If this is giving an error, then another keyword you need to put otherwise. Okay, otherwise give me null. Okay, so it is something like try using this column, using this one. Okay, otherwise it is giving me null. So this is a if and else statement in Power Query. Okay, let's run it. So see, now this error is gone. The previous row it is showing null. Then we can then we can do a minus, right? It's just like the units minus the previous value, which you can just a subtraction. So the main point here is that first of all, we need to sort the rows, okay, properly, because I need a sorted row. Then keep a index column started with a 0, all the column. Then here you need to refer to the formula. Yeah. So this try and otherwise is just like the if and else statement. And in between you saw that if you want to refer to the previous row something. So first of all, there the first would be the table name, then it would be the column name within the list. List mean within a column braces, then your value or the column from where you want to or what you want to fetch from the previous row, right? Hope you like this video. Do subscribe for more contents and more challenges on Power BI, Power Query, data modeling and DAX. And thank you.